Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's another week, and where does the time fly? These are all pretty familiar fragrances that you know in my collection. It's getting a little bit harder to do this challenge every week because I only have like 30 fragrances. So what I'm going to do starting tomorrow, Sunday, I'm going to be picking out, here they are, 7 samples or decants and testing those out for the week. And I've got a few. I've got maybe a couple of dozen, not a lot, but I've got a couple of dozen samples and decants that I could do a review on. But this is this week's, and it's going to be difficult to choose the rewards for these because I love every single one of these fragrances. There isn't one in this collection that I actually could live without. Well, I could live without them, but you know what I mean. You know, I wouldn't want to, let's just put it that way. I wouldn't want to live without any of these fragrances that I used this week. It's been a wonderful week of smelling amazing. Nora and I have had a really good time. And so I also wanted to mention, please don't forget to go and check out Veronica Says channel, because Veronica came up with this idea and I jumped right on the bandwagon. And I said to her, if it's okay, I'd really like to start this challenge and do it every week for as long as I can, or as long as it's feasible. But I don't want to get repetitive and constantly be, you know, showing the same fragrances all the time. But at the same time, you know, it's kind of fun to, you know, for people who are new to my channel who haven't seen it before. So, you know, they may not be new to you guys, but they're new to new subscribers. So if you are a new subscriber, welcome. And if you're here from past loyal friends that you are, then welcome as well. So please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe so you'll see me post usually 1 to 2 videos per week. So anyway, let's get started, and with the one I used on Sunday, and it was Penhaligons Elizabethan Rose, which is a stunning fragrance. Then another rose fragrance that I used on Monday was Oscar de la Renta Bella Rosa. Then a beautiful violet fragrance was Tuesday, and Nora and I both wore that one, and that one's Insolence by Guerlain. And then Wednesday was Haute Couture by Givenchy, and that one's going down fast. Thursday was Terracotta by Guerlain. Friday was Prada d'Iris. And then today, Saturday, was Lalique Soleil. And let's choose which one was my favorite of the week. And as I say, this is a really difficult question to answer because they're all favorites of the week. So I'm not going to give a prize to one. I'm going to give the number one favorite fragrance of the week to 7 fragrances. So I'm totally cheating because it's my channel and I can do whatever I want because that's the rebel in me. So there we go. So let's start off, you know, and give them proper rewards. And let's see. Fragrance of the week is all of them, so they get a 10 out of 10 for each one. Then rewards, starting with best projection. Best projection is going to be, wow. Projection's going to go to Penhaligons Elizabethan Rose. And Elizabethan Rose is a hazelnut, tangerine, almond, and cinnamon. On the top notes, it's got the May rose, rose oil, rose, red lily and plum, black currant, musky violet, and woody notes on the dry down. And this lasts until I go to bed at night. So It also projects amazing, and that reward goes to Elizabethan Rose. Let's see, best sillage. Best sillage is going to go to Insolence by Guerlain. Insolence is a beautiful raspberry, red berries, bergamot and lemon, and then the violet is in the middle note, but it smells straight up like, just smells straight up like violets to me, like candy violets. And it has tonka bean, resins, and sandalwood and musk in the dry down. So that one wins best sillage. The most comforting one here is going to have to go to my Terracotta by Guerlain, and it's comforting, it's summery, it's beachy, it's got coconut in it, and I always find coconut is very, very comforting, and it's soft and it's creamy. So that one gets most comforting, most alluring. Gosh, Haute Couture is quite alluring. And that has raspberry off the top. I just love that raspberry hit at the very start with the pepper, and then moving. Couture, I've always said, is a very, very niche designer fragrance. It should be niche. It's just so unique, and it even says here it's provocative and full of charisma. And this is the Eau de Toilette, and it's luminous, sparkling, and airy for everyday use. But it just draws people in. It's got those beautiful raspberry, a little bit of pepper, strawberries, apple, spices, rose, and tuberose. And the base notes are vetiver, amber, and white musk, and it just dries down to that beautiful dustiness, that dusty, powdery smell that it just captivates people, and they just can't help but smell you. So that one gets most alluring. Most everyday, I'd say probably Prada de Iris would be everyday. It's just Infusion de Iris by Prada is a floral, woody musk fragrance for women. The top notes are African orange flower, neroli orange, and mandarin orange. Middle notes are iris, galbanum, and mastic or lentisk. Base notes are incense, Virginia cedar, benzoin, and vetiver. And this fragrance has been around for many years. It was launched in 2007. I just bought the small bottle, but it reminded me of New York City, and my friend down there who wears this as her signature fragrance, and it's absolutely beautiful. I wish I'd bought a bigger bottle. It's not cheap. It's for a designer fragrance, it's pricey enough for the bigger bottle, but I got the little bottle, and I think I paid around 50 or 60 for the little bottle. It's kind of cheap. You can see the label is starting to peel off at the sides. It's a shame because they went to all the trouble of putting on this beautiful metal, like steel plaque on it, and then they cheapened it by putting a cheap sticker on it, and then a cheap sticker around the lid, which also is peeling off as well. So it's a shame, because it is a beautiful bottle. If they had just put the extra effort into not putting a cheap sticker on the side that is peeling off already. But anyway, rant over. That's a beautiful fragrance. It's quite different. So yes, anyway, rant over. So yeah, Prada would be my everyday fragrance. It's just an easy, reach for kind of fragrance that you could wear day or night, because you could wear this, you could rock this baby to go to bed. I've heard people say that it is a little bit reminiscent of Chanel No. 19 Poudre. So yeah, it's kind of different. I really like it. So that would be, just a reach for every day, and I will probably go through that bottle pretty quickly. The special occasion, the award goes to Penhaligons Elizabethan Rose for special occasion, because let's face it, that bottle, the fragrance inside, it's different. If you go to a special occasion, the chances are no one else is going to be wearing that, and especially in Canada, because it is an English niche house and it's not readily available here. That particular one, you can find Penhaligons, but Elizabethan Rose you can't find here, so I'm going to be the only one that smells like that at a special occasion. The most giftable here, I'm going to pick Haute Couture as most giftable, because everyone I know, literally everyone I know, loves that fragrance. I've just ordered 2 more bottles, one for my daughter-in-law and one for myself, because she's halfway through. I'm pretty well, almost halfway through the bottle, and I need a backup of that because I will wear that a lot. So that would be the most giftable. That would be a stunning, stunning gift for anyone, any one of your girlfriends, or even your mom or your sister. I can't see that being offensive to anyone. I can't see even the pickiest fragrance lover not loving that. The easiest blind buy. The easiest blind buy is going to also, actually, you know what? I think I'm going to pick I'm not going to pick Haute Couture. I'm going to pick Prada. These others are not good blind buys, in my opinion. It's not everyone's going to love the fresh rose. It's not everyone that's going to love the insolence, the violet. It's not everyone's going to love even that beachy terracotta. So I'm gonna give it to Prada de Iris, because I think it would be a super easy blind buy. Now the best bottle overall, again, that prize goes to Penhaligons Elizabethan Rose. It's just the best bottle. It really is. It would be a toss-up between that one and Lalique, and she's just sitting there minding her own business, and she's not getting any awards here, so I'm going to have to give her some love. I really am. Although she did get 10 out of 10 for best bottle, but then so did the rest of them. Let's give a prize also to the longevity. The best longevity is definitely Penhaligons Elizabethan Rose. That one lasts long, it projects well, the sillage is good on that one. That's a luxury bottle. That's a luxury fragrance that, if you can afford to buy that fragrance, or, if you're in the UK, even get your nose on a sample of it. I don't think you would be sorry. I really don't. I do believe there is a site, there's actually a shop in Montreal here, but it's extremely expensive, and I think the cost of it is probably double what you would pay in England. I think it's almost $400. So, but I will link it below if I can find that. If I can find that, you can order it online, and that's a legitimate 100% authentic Penhaligons, because the market is absolutely saturated with replicas of that fragrance. So yes, that is my week in fragrances. Now we're going to move on to next week and the samples that I have chosen for that week. Okay, let's see. I have chosen to test out Coach Dreams, and in no particular order of next week. I'm just going to randomly choose one and then set it aside. Each time I use one, I'll set it aside. So we have Coach Dreams, we have YSL Cinema, which is, oh, this is gorgeous. Let me just smell it. This is a decant that Abby sent me from Abby with Love. So she sent me that, and that's a good size decant. So I'm going to be using that next week. Then this one I'm not familiar with, and it's Bon Parfumer 402. So that's another nice one. and I haven't sampled that yet, so that's going to be next week as well. Then we have here Daisy Love. Haven't tried this, have no idea about anything about the daisies. Daisy Love, and that's Marc Jacobs. That's going to be next week. Another one is Violet Muse. I have no idea what that is or what it smells like, but obviously it's violet, so I will look it up and find the notes for next week. I'm going to try that one, and I'm going to also use Manchera EDP, and I don't even know who the designer is of that. Is that the designer? Is it? I don't know. Anyway, I will look it up and I will let you know next week when I test it. Last but not least is Cassili. And this, of course, is a Parfum de Marly. And I'm excited to try that one. That is a gorgeous, I believe a gorgeous, is it a white, the white bottle, not the pink one? Yeah, that's a niche fragrance and that's very expensive, but I'm gonna try that one out. So those are interesting for next week. Hope you enjoyed my little video, and yeah, don't forget to go and check out Veronica, and she does amazing videos of fragrances, makeup. She's funny, she's entertaining. She uploads quite often a fragrance in the evening. So yeah, please go check her out, and I hope you enjoyed this. See you on the next one, and I love you lots. And as I always say, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle.